Welcome to Epic Universe.
I'm TJ.
I'm Brian. We are here to dine at the Blue Dragon restaurant.
Yes, this is the latest restaurant to open. It's been open for a minute, but this is going to be our first time.
Yes, our first time. We have a Atlantic video. If you want to check out our Atlantic video, that's the second full-service restaurant. There's only two. So there's Atlantic and Blue Dragon. They're both in Celestial Park. So let's do a check-in. It is July, I believe, 12th or 13th. It's July 13th. So it's it's a little over a month now. A month and a half that the park has been officially open. It's in the middle of summer. I have some wait times open just to kind of go over some wait times. It's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Mario Kart. It's actually a light day today.
It's a Sunday. Yeah, for being the weekend. Yeah,
for being the weekend, it's pretty light.
Yeah.
So like Mario Kart is 60 minutes. Not too bad.
No.
I checked, and Monsters Unchained, that's like 10 minutes.
Crazy.
So that's kind of crazy. I think Harry Potter's down, which has been down a lot. It continues to be down. So today is a nice day. It's hot as heck. But overall, it's not very crowded for being July 13th in the middle of the summer with summer vacation going on.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just wanted to kind of give you a pulse on that. This video is going to be about Blue Dragon, but I want to give you a pulse because if you're watching, you're probably coming and you want to know what it's like a little bit. So that's kind of a pulse on the day today. We didn't come in here for opening. We just came about, I don't know,
around like
1-ish.
Yeah.
So we saw the show over in Wizarding World, which was decent. Good puppetry, some good show pieces.
Great sets,
yeah, good sets. But anyway, we're gonna go check in to our Blue Dragon reservation. Let's go.
Okay, so we're all seated. Our host seated us, and as she was seating us, she mentioned that the theming is supposed to be we're under the stars. And when you look straight up, you can kind of notice that. And all around, I really like how they utilize neon. This would be really pretty at night. So if you can snag a night reservation, that would be like really cool to see all of this when it's dark. And when I first walked in, I like how they utilize all of the space in here. I was hoping that, like, as they were building this, I was hoping there was going to be a second floor. But I see why they didn't, because you see everyone here on this floor can see the ceiling. And then I like how they utilize the lights. They kind of are on strings and they bounce slowly up and down. So that's a cool effect.
You're going to get my 2 cents as well. So my 2 cents on the decor, the theming, I really, really like it a lot. I think it's beautiful. However, there is a lot of use of neon, and you're supposed to be dining at night, like at a night market. The big, huge windows in front of the restaurant as you come in are just super bright, and it like just lets light bleed completely on in here into the dining room. So I think that's kind of like, for me, it kind of knocks the illusion a little bit. I think if there was maybe a hallway that you went through to then enter a completely dark main dining room where you can get the full effect without the light from outside, I think that would have been preferred for me. But overall, it's really beautiful in here, and so I'm hoping the food matches how beautiful it is in here, because it's quite the vibe. So we have ordered everything, and we'll go through that with you as it comes. And as we seek about as it comes, the server did let us know that the food items do come out as they're ready from the kitchen, so just be aware of that. As soon as they're hot and ready, they're brought right to the table, so you don't necessarily get them in the order in which you placed your order with your server.
So here I have the pork soup dumplings, and in that is seasoned ground pork, and it comes with a dragon sauce. So let's give this a try. I actually really like those. We've tried some of those at a place previously, and I like that the soup inside It doesn't just like explode in your mouth and make it like super watery. And I like that the ground pork in there were like chunky bits in it. My only thing is I wish the actual dumpling itself was a little firmer. Um, it wasn't chewy, which I kind of like that.
The place that TJ mentioned is Din Tai Fung at Downtown Disney in Anaheim. We ate there for the first time at the end of May. TJ's right in the fact that these soup dumplings don't have a burst of soup in them. I think, and he mentioned that the dough itself of the dumpling is kind of like not firm enough for him. Well, I think all of the the liquid soaked into the casing or the dough of that dumpling. I think that it's flavorful. I like the sauce that they presented with it. You also don't get as much. I think it's about the same price as Din Tai Fung. And instead of, I think Din Tai gives you 8 dumplings, there's only 5 dumplings here. So I'm a little disappointed in the number of dumplings. I think that should be increased. Overall, I think the flavor is good. Not the same presentation as Din Tai Fung with the more traditional way of eating it with the soup spoon. But overall, I think the flavor is there for a theme park. We have to also think about how the fact that we're inside of a theme park. And we've had more food just hit the table. So let's dig into more food. Let's talk about these double fried Korean wings. These things are massive. He warned us when we ordered that they're very crispy, and I appreciate a crispy wing. I appreciate especially Domu, which is a local restaurant here in Orlando. There's also one in Jacksonville. Their wings are crispy, delicious, and so good. But I feel like these have too much batter. So I don't know if they battered them, fried them again and fried them, because there's so much batter on here. That's what I feel like. I think all of the flavor is on the outside. And once you get into the actual meat, it was a little bit bland for me. The outside is flavorful and a little bit spicy. It's not too spicy. But I would say make a point to go to Domu and have their wings, because Domu wings are the best in Orlando. They're like some of the best in the United States. Probably some of the best wings in the world, honestly. These are okay. I would not get these again. I think I'm going to eat this, but I'm not going to eat it on camera, though, because it's a mess. It's hard to get in. It might break your teeth getting in here because they're crispy. But that's my thought on these. I think it's a nice shot at it. I think they need to circle back and revisit this one. Maybe not bread it a second time if that's what they're doing.
One of the other items that came out to the table was the crispy orange chicken. So that's crispy chicken tossed in blood orange, sweet and sour sauce. And that comes with snow peas and white rice. And I already took a bite. And with filming, with the stuff that we do, sometimes we have to, we have to film and take pictures of it. So sometimes it gets a little cold. It's not like freezing, but it's not as hot. If this was warmer, it'd be better. But I don't know, maybe it's Brian mentioned maybe they put too much cornstarch, what they toss it in to fry it, but it didn't hit for me, honestly. And normally, orange chicken is one of the easiest things to do. And with this one, honestly, if you go to Trader Joe's, the frozen orange chicken that they have is a lot better. So this was kind of a miss for me, unfortunately.
Let's talk about the Dan Dan noodles. This was actually might be my favorite dish on the table today. There's a nice spice to it. It's still spicy in my mouth right now. A couple notes on this one. While I think the meat sauce is flavorful, the noodles seem to be a little bit overcooked, because once you plate the noodles and the sauce together, if you overcook the noodles when you're cooking the noodles, and then the sauce goes on top of it, that sauce is just going to disintegrate the noodles even more, and that's what I felt was done here. So I think they have a little bit of issue with their noodles and their dim sum kind of being overcooked. I don't think it has really to relate to us waiting too long to film. I could kind of tell when it hit the table. But overall, I think the flavor is pretty good on these Dan Dan noodles. Out of everything we had today, I would definitely order the Dan Dan noodles again. A note on the chicken, something that I noticed about the crispy Korean chicken wings is that the meat was kind of watery. And I think maybe some chefs could pipe in here, but I think maybe it has to do with the the casing of like the batter, like trapping all the moisture inside and then churning around that steam as it cooks, and it's just made the chicken watery. So I don't know, just a tidbit there. Nothing here is like inedible and horrible for a theme park. It's decent for a theme park. But having been to places like Pizza Moon and the French Cafe here at Universal, I'd rather be eating at those places because there's some really good food for foodies at those places. So that's why my expectations for this restaurant is a little higher, because there's really good food at a quick service level in this theme park. So that's just my thoughts. Just my thoughts on it. I think TJ probably has some similar thoughts in regards to that. I do like the tea, though. The tea is really good. I don't think we mentioned what kind of tea we got. We got the Dragon Stardust. It is caffeine-free. It's a jade green infusion of lemongrass, ginger, stevia, pineapple, butterfly pea blossom, and a blend of other herbs and spices. It was quite delicious, and I actually liked having the tea here and sipping the tea with the meal. I'm not sure. They have a Thai boba on the menu it's under their mocktails section. I might get that. I don't know. I think I'm probably not going to get it because I want to have some other treats out in the park, because I know that this park has some really nice treats, and there's some other things in the park that I haven't tried. Anyway, that's my thoughts on the final few things that came out.
All right, so we're all wrapped up. Here's a quick view of the dessert menu. We didn't get anything from it because we were already full, and we figured probably get something else in the park. My overall take on Blue Dragon, meh.
Especially when you compare Epic Universe as a whole and all the good food that's in the park.
Correct.
That's why probably if the food wasn't great elsewhere in the park, this food would be really outstanding.
I will say everything wasn't like Brian mentioned, it
bad.
wasn't bad. Not edible.
Right.
The noodles were the standout. I will say though, if you do want to come and you don't have a reservation, which Brian you mentioned that
It was easy to get a res.
It was easy to get a reservation, but if they are somehow fully booked, you can come up to the bar, which is full service. It's first come, first serve, so you can order everything that we got from the menu at the bar. And our server also mentioned that the tables that are in front of the bar, you can sit there as well, and the bartenders will serve you there.
Yeah, I think that's a nice pro tip.
Yeah. And there's seating out here in case it gets like super full, but I don't think they're utilizing it because we're standing in it. And no one's out here.
We will also stay tuned as the years go by to see if they make changes here to the Blue Dragon.
Mm-hmm.
But for first timers, I think you can skip this. You can come in and check it out.
Yeah.
But I don't know if this would be like a place to eat and come and sit like my first choice.
Yeah.
Maybe sit at the bar
Mm-hmm.
and grab a cocktail just so you can see the vibes of the inside. But you don't have to eat here
I agree.
to see the inside and the vibes.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so that's a wrap on this for today. If you have any questions, make sure you put them in the comments.
Yes, make sure to like and subscribe.
And thank you to our Patreon members.
Yes, thank you.
And we will see you again next time right here.
All right, bye.
Bye, everyone.